Hi. Okay, I've been meaning for some time to do a little video just running through some of the sounds in Synthq because I think it's one of the great underdogs of the iOS synth world. It never seems to get any attention. I think that's a great shame because it can produce some absolutely amazing noises. It's actually a very good synth. And this keyboard arrangement for people who are on the move, who don't have access to a MIDI controller and stuff, has a great deal of potential as well. I think it's probably not particularly popular because it looks complicated and quite difficult. The layout perhaps isn't the best for an iOS synth. But on the other hand, this thing really does make some great sounds. One of the misconceptions about this synthesizer, which I picked up on when I was listening to iOS Music and You podcast, the interview with the dev, was that I, like everyone else, assumed that the order that the modules are dropped into this section here actually changed the signal chain, which it doesn't. The signal chain is fixed, so I'm going to have to go and read the manual now, which I hate doing. So effectively what you do is you have a whole bunch of modules at the top, and you can choose which modules you want to use in a sound. The signal chain is fixed, but the modules you use is optional, and you can really make some terrific noises with this thing. So I'm just going to run through a few of my favourites. One of my absolute favourites is this spooky trumpet. You can see my face right now. I'll be doing Jakob appreciation faces for you, but unfortunately I don't have that many cameras. And there are some just... It does tend to... Oh, isn't that great, isn't it? Bend the note. Now, it's not always the movement on the keyboard doesn't always change the pitch. Here you can hear it's changing the filter. It does make some very harsh noises. It's probably best suited for rave and or industrial music, just because the noises that come out of it are uncompromising, to say the least. But on the other hand, it makes noises that you just don't get anywhere else. I used one or two of these risers last year. They're just fantastic. One of my other favourites, which I think is actually worth the price of admission for this thing, was the Doom horn sound. Wow, listen to this, it's huge. So lots of presets. It's not an expensive synth, so it's really worth it if you're just looking for some synth and you haven't actually you feel like downloading a synth and you haven't bought anything for a while. If you're thinking about it, I would seriously go off and have a look at this, because it's an inexpensive synth with an awful lot of functionality in it, and this great keyboard, bendy keyboard thing. So give it a look.